Yeah,
But I think it's enough some basic movement and some meditation and some breath work would be wonderful.
that's good. That's perfect. Like that. So yeah, it's just a simple movements. Like we does just the like joint movements. We does joint movements and breath work and meditation together. So it's all together goes almost like a 1 hour. Don't need to stretch any muscles. Just relax, comfortable pose, and we will just close eyes first. And just close your eyes and just try to focus on your breath and try to stop the all thoughts and just try to find where you can be just in yourself. Make your mind relax, your heart relax, and make yourself relax. And come back. Just relax. And we will do here just little few breath. So we will take 5 breath here. We will just close eyes and the breath we going to take we have to be stretch our belly fully with the air. We have to feel air in our belly and then we have to be squeeze our belly and try to release the all gas we holding in our lungs or in our all other organs, just trying to release that all extra gas. So we will just close eyes. We can make a pranayama mudra like index finger under the thumb and you can open it like that and you can put here or whatever makes you comfortable. Just keep yourself comfortable first of all and we will just close the eyes and we will take deep inhale and exhale 5 times together. Inhale and exhale. Slowly exhale and squeeze your stomach. Then again inhale and feel the oxygen in your all organs, your lungs, and exhale. And squeeze your stomach. Push your stomach toward the spine. Then again inhale. Stretch your stomach fully. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And slowly we will come back and we will join the both palm front of our chest. And we will chant Om sound again together. Inhale. And we will rub our both palm. And you can touch your face with your both palm and heal your face, your eyes, your both cheeks, your throat. And slowly open your eyes and come back. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to share something that I read this week from this Alan Watts book about the Zen practice, which is the Japanese philosophy of meditation and peacefulness and coming to this place of zero thought. He's telling a story about a Zen master who was asked, "What is the Tao?" And his immediate response was just to say, "Walk on." And Alan Watts is telling us, describing to us about this principle. He's saying, "For we can only understand life by keeping pace with it, by a complete affirmation and acceptance of its magic-like transformations and unending changes."
And I wonder if you have any suggestions for, I guess, nourishing ourselves point from an Ayurvedic perspective.
Yeah. So in general, right now I can say we're coming into the spring season. So the weather's getting warmer and there's a greater release of the moisture element in the environment. So there's a greater water and earth elements all around us, as well as increasing in our body. So the greatest recommendation for this time of year as far as lifestyle is to really be more conscientious about having full body movement, skeletal movement. So these type of large motions we were doing of really making sure the joints are moving so that we're circulating the lymph throughout the body. The lymphatic system is the system to focus on this time of year for detoxification and cleansing. But of course, all of us are, increasingly mindful these days about how can we increase our immunity through lifestyle, and lymphatic cleansing is the number one thing for that. So obviously skeletal movement, making sure you're doing physical exercise every day. And really these large movements that we were doing, some of which we didn't get to because it was an abbreviated session, but yeah, just making sure you're stimulating the lymphatics don't have a heart that's pumping them, so the only way that we can circulate the lymphatics is through physical movement. As far as diet and nutrition this time of year, eating a lot of greens is especially beneficial. Greens alkalize the body and break up the acid that's been kind of stagnating and building up over the winter season. So greens are, they're both seasonal. You can see in the grocery store now even new types of greens starting to come in that aren't usually in stock in the winter, like dandelion greens, broccolini, kale, cabbages, Swiss chard. These are all really beneficial, and trying to make that part of your daily diet is really beneficial. That kapha balancing element in the diet. So that bitter taste is one that we focus on in this season, bitter, pungent, and astringent. So I have a foods list I can send you. And you talked about this at the beginning also, just the importance of having the regular rhythms in your life. That's really at the heart of all Ayurvedic teachings, is understanding the rita, the rhythm of all of nature. And that's something that we could go into greater depth in an individual session about how the doshas fluctuate throughout the day and how it affects you in particular, and how we can partner our daily rhythms with this universal rhythm and movement of the elements that is so constant, and that many of us have never been taught, how to be aware of and to live in partnership with. Because so much of it is very intuitive to the very depth of who we are as humans, but it isn't considered on a large scale in our culture. So it's kind of a new way of looking at things in a lot of ways. So yeah.
Thank you. That's really helpful.
So thank you so much for joining us. It was really wonderful to have a practice with you.